Hey guys, welcome back. Today we discuss The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 5, Chapter 13, The Jedi. The Mandalorian is still on a mission to deliver the child, aka Baby Yoda, to his kind. Well, in this episode, he takes it a step further in that direction by tracking down Anakin Skywalker's Padawan Ahsoka Tano, played by Rosario Dawson, on Corvus. The episode opens with Ahsoka, and if you don't remember, she's previously been a part of the animated film and television series Star Wars The Clone Wars, as well as the follow-up series Star Wars Rebels. Here, her signature weapons, dual white lightsabers, shine in the fog as she slices and dices through her enemies. Rosario shines in this moment as well. She not only looks the part, but adapts Ahsoka's aerobatic fighting style, her mannerisms, attitude, and humor to the screen. At the conclusion of the fight, Ahsoka confronts Morgan Elsbeth, the brutal local magistrate who aided the Empire in building their fleet by turning the forest planet into a ghastly and virtually inhospitable shell of itself. Ahsoka gives her 1 day to reveal the whereabouts of her leader, Thrawn. Once again, a better character than Mando appears in what's supposed to be his show with a mission of their own that seems more exciting than the one we're on. Next, Mando and the child arrive on Corvus, and there's a cute little scene of Baby Yoda getting a hold of the little silver ball thing that he loved so much back in the first season. Mando reminds him that it has to stay on the ship. The thing is, just as he says that, he pockets it himself, so the ball does not in fact remain on the ship. As you might have guessed, that will be important later on. The next 3 scenes in the story, the next 3 events, all happen pretty quickly and are fairly simple and straightforward. First, Mando is allowed into the city and recognized as a bounty hunter. He's then taken to and propositioned by the magistrate. Her offer? A pure Beskar staff in exchange for Ahsoka's death. Second, Mando goes, Baby Yoda in hand, through what's left of the forest searching for Ahsoka, when she suddenly springs at him from behind. This entire situation was so incredibly contrived, which is no surprise considering the director. And I'm not saying it's entirely improbable that they would just find one another randomly in this situation, but there could have been a little bit more of a story there. Might Mando have done something to trigger Ahsoka's interest? The child, using his power, may have gotten her attention. Even something as simple as camping out and building a fire. Instead, they're just walking through and suddenly she's there. Anyway, the two engage in a bit of a scuffle, her agility versus his gadgetry, also once again showing off the strength of Beskar. And this continues until he finally name drops Bo-Katan and ultimately states his purpose. He's delivering the child to her. Ahsoka and the child spend some time together. They're able to read each other's minds. She learns that his true name is Grogu, something like Groot, but worse. And she learns of his story as a Jedi trainee raised at the temple on Coruscant, his being hidden and later stolen away, as well as his repressed memories and his suppressed powers, his fear and his loneliness. She agrees to test him the next morning, and this is where the ball comes in, because while she tries to get him to force pull a rock, it's only Mando and his silver ball that the child responds to. Ahsoka concludes that she can't train him. Mando and the child are far too attached, and she's seen what attachments can drive a better Force user to. That's when Mando reveals his other purpose, to kill her. Our third and final event is when the two take the city. Mando's scene ends with a Western-style standoff with the magistrate's henchmen, while Ahsoka, inside the compound, confronts Morgan herself. The two battle it out, Ahsoka wielding her sabers, Morgan wielding the staff, and for reasons I cannot understand, they seem evenly matched, which in reality, given what we've seen of Ahsoka, she would have destroyed this woman in a duel in 2 seconds flat. In the concluding scene, Mando goes to prepare the child and himself for their separation. Ahsoka arrives at the ship and reiterates that she cannot train the child. That wasn't their deal, Amanda reminds her, but she believes Grogu should decide his own fate and directs them to Tython. There are the ruins of an old temple. If he wants, he can tap into the Force and possibly be found by other Jedi. They say their goodbyes and they depart. Now, I've shared my thoughts about Ahsoka in this episode. I think she was great. Rosario did a fantastic job capturing the spirit of this character and her subtle quirks. I did not like the way the world was presented. It was dark and plain, and everywhere looked exactly the same. The lighting was also terrible, which made it all the more worse because during the fight scenes, you could hardly see anything that wasn't directly in front of Ahsoka's sabers. Perhaps that was done for effect, but it sacrificed an opportunity to make these scenes more impactful. I did like that we got a bit more of Baby Yoda's backstory. I'm looking forward to learning more about those repressed memories and powers. This child is already capable of Force healing. He must have been incredibly powerful before while training under multiple masters over the course of 50 years. There's a lot left to explore there, but again, this isn't the Mandalorian anymore. Every episode, he's reduced to a supporting character in his own show, and it's become more of a launch pad for other possible series. Hey, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.